What's going on, train lovers? This is Real Chief here, and welcome back to another catalog review here on my channel. As always, my name is Mike, and as you see, we're back on Lionel.com, and the main reason is because we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Lionel 2022 Volume 2 catalog, which just came out yesterday. And this is actually going to be another quick catalog review, also known as the Highball Edition here on my channel. Now, when these catalogs usually come out from Lionel, when I see a review up online, sometimes there's good, other times there's bad, and some other times there's the ugly side of things. The most controversial thing that I've been hearing people talking about is the pricing of their items. But in the Highball Edition here, we're going to try to get through everything here in the catalog without wasting any time on discussing all the details on each item. Alright, so let's go ahead and start to open it up here, and we're just going to skip over maybe a couple of pages because we don't need to really discuss about the table of content. Okay, here on our first page we get another little sneak peek at the brand new Lionel Base 3 and Cab 3 system, which you can download on any iPhone as well as any Android device. This system will let you allow to run locomotives such as Legacy, TMCC, Lion Chief Plus, Lion Chief Plus 2.0, as well as American Flyer. You can also hook up the Legacy Cab 2 remote control system to the Cab 3. You also do have a little button at the top here that shows you a little teaser of what the system is going to be like, but I'm not going to really play it in this video because I don't want to get sued for copyright restrictions. It's also really nice to see that Lionel is bringing back the idea where you can basically run like the old Trainmaster command control systems with this Base 3, as well as the Legacy and American Flyer items. And it's also pretty cool that you actually connect this to the to your phone, so that way you can run the Lion Chief Plus engines off your phone as well. Next up, we have a sneak peek at our Legacy items, including the steam engines that we have here. Here we have our first look at the Brass Hybrid Challenger. We also have a Greyhound version as well as a black version, and two others which they don't really show in the catalog here, but they do mention them. Now, I don't really have any use for any of the Challengers here, but if I did have to pick a favorite, it would have to be the Greyhound version, which is in the center of the catalog. The minimum curves for these locomotives are 0.72, and I know a lot of people are going to be upset about this, but these engines go for about $2,500, which is pretty outrageous because that was actually the same price that they used for the Amtrak Excelis from last year, I believe. We also have some LT Mikados, which are very nice. And from what I hear, I think Lionel tried to make them before, but they were having problems with them. So it's really nice to see them appear in the catalog for the very first time. We also have the Greenbrier locomotives. If I could just turn the page here. Oh, there we go. We got a nice assortment of them, and I'm pretty sure that Bob from Bob's O-Gauge Trains is checking these out right now, especially the Chesapeake, Ohio. We also have the passenger car set to go with it, as well as a matching caboose. It's also really nice to see that Lionel is bringing back the Chesapeake, Ohio passenger cars after a couple of years. And considering they were made around 1995, and really curious to see if they ever bring back the Yellow Belly Hudson at some point. And speaking of Yellow Belly, we do have a Greenbrier in the Yellow Belly paint scheme. And then next up, we have these 260 type engines, as well as some passenger cars. Next up, we got our diesels here, which you can't go wrong with the diesel engine. So I do want to apologize in advance in case the image doesn't come up on the screen properly, because the Wi-Fi down here isn't really the greatest, where I am. But anyway, we do have some brand new ST40 T-2s, including Santa Fe, a couple of Southern Pacifics, Western Pacific, and a Susquehanna. Next up, we have the FA2 AA Alco sets, which are pretty cool. The two that actually piqued my interest here were the Delaware and Hudson and the gunmetal gray New York Central Lightning Stripe version. And then surprisingly, we have this modern era reproduction of the post-war United States Lionel Alco set with a couple of matching passenger cars, a double-door boxcar, and a matching caboose. Next up, we have the ST70 Ace type engines, We got some very iconic looking road names, including Rio Grande, Chicago Northwestern, Missouri Pacific, and I'm sure that RBP is gazing over that Katy version, which is at the top. We also have some more road names on this side, including Southern Pacific, Western Pacific, Chesapeake and Ohio, and some American flag-based SD70 Aces. We also do have the Baby Train Masters for the first time in this catalog, which is numbered 11-15-44. We got some very cool looking road names, including Rio Grande, Rock Island, and Southern Pacific. And then over here, we have our top-of-the-line locomotives, including a Western Maryland freight set, as well as a steamer here at the bottom. Then we have our piggyback trains. We also got some O-scale boxcars. They do offer some matching billboards to go with them as well. They also have some new hopper designs, as well as some hobo cars. We also see that Lionel is offering some brand new cabooses, as well as some standard oak cars here. And if I had to pick a favorite caboose out of this section here, it would probably have to be the Tuscan Red Pennsylvania caboose with the keystone in the center. But anyway, next up we have the standard oak stuff, including the boxcars and tank cars here. Next up we have our traditional type of items, including the Santa Fe piggyback set, as well as a brochure for the universal remote which Lionel made. And over here on this page, we got a very nice assortment of engines. We have the 060T switchers, which are back, as well as the NW2 switchers, including a remake of the post-war Lionel version in the black and red paint scheme. Now, if I had to pick a favorite NW2, it would be a tough battle, but I would say all four of them definitely have to be my favorite. Here's that auto racked train set again. And then we have some cars with some random companies on them, like Bazooka and Ford. And this is actually pretty cool. This is a different type of railroad crossing, which Lionel is offering. And here we have the station and the diner. And then we have a couple of new items, including a remake of the newsstand. We also got the transformers and the power packs. And here we come to our final segment of the catalog, which is American Flyer. And here we have the remake of the Baldwin switchers in S-Gauge. Now, I don't know if I remember hearing this correctly, but at some point they mentioned they were trying to make this engine in O-scale, but I could be wrong on that. But anyway, we got a gold and silver Santa Fe. We also got some maxi stacks, which are also brand new in S-Gauge. Here we have a brochure for the control systems, the Lionel Collectors Club of America, some HO stuff, some starter sets, and that's pretty much it. Now, just like with the American Flyer catalog, which I also reviewed here on my channel, this catalog is a little bit on the short side compared to the Volume 1 catalog, which Lionel released early this year. Now, do I think everything is perfect in this catalog? And the answer is basically no. Do I think everything is expensive? Yes. And do I really think that there's anything interesting in this catalog that I would purchase? Not necessarily, but there were a couple of nice items that kind of piqued my interest while taking a look through everything here. So in case you guys want to go give this a read for yourself, as always, I'll make sure to leave a link down in the description so that way you guys can go check it out. But anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed watching today's little review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And please don't forget to hit the notification bell down below for any other projects that I upload. But until next time, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you all in my next episode. Thanks again, and take care.